Hey everybody, welcome back to RC with Adam. My name is Adam. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out with me. In this video, I just wanted to do a little recap of last month. I think it was last month in May. I challenged myself and as well as you people out there to try and fly at least one battery pack a day, just to see if you could, see if it was easy, if it wasn't. And I had a great time, even though I didn't actually fly a whole a battery pack a day. It just didn't work out, which was kind of surprising to me. But that was kind of the point of the experiment anyway, to just kind of see like, how hard would this be? And I learned some stuff, so I thought I would share that with you, and as well as some flight footage. I think probably the most important thing that I learned was that I think that I would have been able to fly more if things were just simple. So if I didn't, the less I had to kind of get all my gear together or fine tune things, or the less stuff between me sitting here and then me going outside and flying, the better. So I guess kind of simplifying and streamlining your gear setup and just all the logistics as far as that goes, I think that would be a big help to actually be able to fly more. The other thing is having good gear that isn't broken. So, well, I guess one way to help that is to not crash as much. Also having good quality gear, because like I had a bunch of quadcopters, like this little quadcopter. So I wasn't able to fly this just due to the fact that it was broken. I just didn't really have time to fix it because I had to like troubleshoot it and stuff. But it turns out it was the motor. Then I flew the budget basher a little bit, but then I was having those death roll issues, and so that was kind of a bummer. And then I have another quadcopter that the motor, the threading stripped out, so I got to fix that or replace the motor if I can't. I wonder if I could probably just put another bell on there. So having good quality gear that's gonna survive the crashes and keep on trucking, I have a new appreciation for, because that was the main reason why I wasn't able to fly as much and it wasn't as fun, because most of my quads were down. I did actually end up flying the Force One F100, I think it's called, and that was pretty fun. I put the little camera on the back, like on a pole, and flew that around, and that was fun. It was it's just like a simple auto level quadcopter, but it was still a good time, and it was kind of cool seeing that perspective on the camera. The other thing that I learned was that flying line of sight is actually really fun. So one of the quadcopters that was actually working was the good old OG Wizard X220, and I only have 1806 motors on there, and I think I was flying 3-cell a lot of the time, and it was actually really great to practice. Well, I flew that a little bit FPV, but it was really great to practice flying line of sight with it. And between flying the Force One F100 as of late, and as well as the Wizard X220, I got like a lot better. Like I'm actually able to like fly like away from myself and do like a circle and fly back towards myself. So, which is a big deal for me, because before it was like I could not do anything except for unless I was keeping the same orientation of the quadcopter. So that was pretty cool, and it actually is really fun. Like I want to get better at flying line of sight. In fact, I might even just build a quadcopter without a camera and video transmitter and stuff, just to fly at line of sight, because it's really rewarding, and also it looks cool too. So it's like you don't have to have your goggles on to be able to enjoy flying the quadcopter around and doing cool stuff with it. And I think it's also probably more impressive, like if somebody was like, "Oh, you fly drones? Show me, let's fly," or whatever. And you're kind of like if you fly FPV and the other person doesn't have goggles that you're showing them the quad, they're like, oh, "Okay, there's like a little speck flying around. Like that's kind of cool." But then if you fly at line of sight and you're like a lot closer, then it's cool because you can actually see like what the quadcopter's doing, and it sounds kind of crazy, and I think it's pretty impressive. So I want to get better at that. Another thing is that simulators are really good. I was flying the liftoff simulator, and I had that I was using my FlySky FSI 6 connected to my laptop, and I had the simulator going, and that was really fun. I did that a lot because there were just sometimes either the weather was bad, or I just did not have time to go out and actually fly, or everything was broken, and so I could fly on the simulator, and that's really helpful for. I just love that you can do whatever you want without having to worry about breaking your quadcopter and not being able to fly again. So all those, any kind of trick or maneuver or anything that you want to try out and just be like, how do I move the sticks to get the quadcopter to do what I want it to do? You can do that on the simulator without, worrying about breaking your quadcopter. So that was really fun. Another thing is that I think I'm finally, I'm definitely convinced that I need to buy a indoor micro quadcopter, because I think that would also help in terms of just getting that stick time and just having fun and keeping it really simple. Because that way, no matter what the weather is, you can still fly around indoors. And maybe I'll get one that's like outdoor capable as well. Just something small, simple. It takes, small batteries, 1 or 2 cell. And it's just more, it's just easier. And also it'd probably take a crash a lot better too, is what I'm thinking. Because the thing is, if you're flying around a 5-inch quadcopter and you crash, there's a lot of energy in that, which could pretty easily break a motor, an antenna, or whatever else. Definitely propellers. So pretty much like after you crash, you can pretty much expect you're going to need to swap out a prop. Whereas with like a little indoor sized micro, maybe like a little brushless micro, I do want to get one of those what are they called, the what are they called, like the toothpick size toothpick. I think it's called the toothpick. No, not the toothpick. It's called the oh yeah, I think it is a toothpick. Like one of those tiny little single cell, brushless micros. Yeah, something like that. So I don't know. I'm looking at some different ones, thinking about that. Definitely see that in my future. As well as I'm thinking about upgrading to like maybe some Fat Shark style goggles. Just to again keep things simpler, and it's just like instead of a big box goggle that I have to carry around, it just be like a little, much smaller, streamlined, slim style goggle. I think that would be helpful as well. And let me know in the comments how your 30-day pack-a-day challenge went. I'm curious to see what you guys have learned as well. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm going to leave you with some flight footage. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.